It's absolutely world class.
This is not your regular sports show. This is Sport Cruise, only on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. From hot transfer gist to Champions League drama, from Nigeria football madness to global sport cruise, we bring the vibes, the analysis, and pure football fire.
On your marks, get set.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with a rejection.
No long talk. This is where sports meets swagger. No boring breakdowns, just pure energy, passion, and premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sports meets vibe.
That is a princely strike from John Duran. Open mouth or.
Hello there, your number one sports show on radio, Sports Cruise, from 6 to 7 p.m. every weekday, only on 98.3 Mainland FM. Sports Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason to take celebration.
Sport Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
We all say when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag.
Hello, my name is Cʀᴜɪnᴏ and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
Because of that, there was so much clamor from here, football stakeholders, everybody about this going on about the football. And we feel it's important to see that at least as Nigerians, nobody is better than this country. And we all love our country, and we all love the progress of our country. And as people that have been in football, the money football, we need to look at ourselves and say, okay, what next? At least there are so many people that can. So we make a lot of presentation with family, friends, stakeholders, and all. And I just want to tell you, I decided to resign my position of president of NEPA. And then I advised my board members, I informed them, and I advised them, anybody that would follow should also resign. But as I put it to you, I cannot tell you who are who, how many people they got in this design, because they are not communicating, or they are not communicating to me.
Hello, my name is Cʀᴜɪnᴏ and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication.
98.3 Mainland FM, the sound of Lagos. So welcome to Sports Cruise on your number one radio dial. The biggest news coming from today is the fact that the NFF president, Ibrahim Musa Gusau, alongside his executive committee and the general secretary of the Nigeria Football Federation, talking about Dr. Mohammed Sanusi, have all resigned from their positions. And of course, this comes after the lackluster performances of several of Nigeria's football football teams, of course, from the senior side. That's the Super Eagles of Nigeria's failure to qualify for a second consecutive World Cup, as well as the Super Falcons also failing to qualify for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup that will be going down, in Brazil next year. The very, very first time the Super Falcons have failed to qualify for the World Cup since its inception. That was back in 1991. And of course, yesterday we had a couple of rumors saying that Ibrahim Gusau had stepped down from his role as the NFF president, and of course just earlier today we got the confirmation from the man himself saying that he has stepped down. So that's I welcome you to the to Thursday's edition rather of Sports Cruise live on 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. In the world of F1 as well, the FIA of course have brought out the latest rankings of the most powerful engines, with Red Bull being judged or to have been found with the most powerful engine in F1's history. In F1, I beg your pardon, the latest rankings by the governing body. Talking about the FIA, you get to talk about all of that on the show. When it comes to football as well, Chelsea have also agreed to the sale of English striker Liam Delap for the sum of £50 million to Nottingham Forest. And also the big one as well, much later tonight, would also try much as possible to take you guys through that one, and that has to do with the Champions League draws are currently taking place, with the fixtures for PSG now confirmed, the fixtures for Atletico Madrid now confirmed, for Barcelona are now confirmed, and of course for the likes of Inter Milan. We'll talk about all of that on the show this evening before we leave the studio. Yesterday as well, Real Madrid also made it another win on the bounce, making it 2 out of 2 so far in the Spanish La Liga. Well, just as they trashed their opponent, Real Sociedad 4-1 yesterday, with Kylian Mbappé scoring a hat-trick in that particular one. So that means as well that today's edition is going to be very, very, very interesting, and of course very, very, very sweet. All right, guys, my name is Aḻɪ Tᴏᴏ, also known as Agwetomi. I don't get to run the show alone. The guys are here in the studio with me, 𝐴ᴑᴏ Aᴅᴜᴜ, as well as 𝐼oc, and together we're going to be talking about all of these highlights arising from the world of sport. And when it also comes to Nigeria, we'll get to talk about that, just like we mentioned yesterday. Flying Antelopes, the defending champions of the Nigeria Premier Football League, have now decided to make use of the MKO Abiola Sport Complex as their home stadium for this season, pending the time that their stadium would be completed. Talking about the renovations, in that particular one. Well, talking about Nigerian stories as well, Lagos is also set to host 15,000 athletes for the National Intermediary Games for the very, very first time in the month of October. So again, guys, welcome to the show. There's 𝐼oc in the studio. There's also 𝐴ᴑᴏ Aᴅᴜᴜ. 𝐼oc, good evening to you. How's the day been so far for you?
Good evening. It's a very good day, but a very surprising one. But I think 𝐴ᴑᴜ saw it coming, because when I woke up this morning, it was his, I think, update on WhatsApp that I first saw, and I was like, today is going to be a long, long day. And truly, it seems like it's going to be a long, long day.
Yes, it seems it's going to be a long day. And I can tell you categorically that today is maybe, or arguably, maybe not arguably, unarguably the best day in 𝐴ᴑᴜ Aᴅᴜᴜ's life so far. 𝐴ᴑᴜ, good evening and welcome to the show.
See, whatever you guys choose to say, my own joy is just that when we make these advocacies, and then people tell us that we are doing too much. I remember I made a couple of videos that I had on my socials, and people were like, "No, you shouldn't do that. Don't call out people like that. You are in the political space. You don't know when you need the help of these people." And I kept telling them that I've never needed their help up till now, and I'm not sure. I will, especially these bad people that have grounded football development in Nigeria. So when I saw the news this morning, a friend of mine that works in the print, I think when they confirmed the story overnight, they already shared me the story, like, Alpha, your guy don't step down. I was like, I'm not going to post about this before they call me a prophet of doom. So when I now saw the newspaper, I now saw the front page, the banner headline of the newspaper was about that resignation. So I posted it. Somebody in the group that I think we both belong to. The person said fake news. I didn't comment. I just kept quiet, and I just left it. So when we now got the memo that he's going to be addressing the press at the Glass House by 12 o'clock, we knew it was only one thing that could happen, and that means he's going to be stepping down. And when eventually I went back to the person that mentioned it as fake news, obviously one of the people that have been campaigning for the second term of Ibrahim Gusau, and I'm like, so who is fake now? I mean, people always choose to sell their conscience, if they have any, for the the pettiest of things you can imagine. Well, my own in the letter or the press statement was very clear. My resignation is intended to give way to a comprehensive and orderly reform process aimed at addressing the long-standing institutional governance and developmental challenges confronting Nigerian football. I don't want to hear anything again. That is enough for me. Oga, you are gone. All your ESCOs are gone. Because according to the status of the NFF, if the president resign or step down, it is his first vice president that should step in. Now he has packed all of them, including first vice president. Everybody you are off.
Including the secretary.
Everybody is off.
Well, we'd also get to talk about, the decision of the NFF president to resign, also going following the path of what happened when Italy also failed to make it to back-to-back World Cups. But before we go into all of that, we have to go on a break and get to pay some bills. We have a couple of messages to pass to you. When we come back, we'll analyze all of these things and also see where we go from there. This is still Sports Cruise on 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Dropping a cue, let the flavors flow. Watch every meal, steal the show. Terra, ooh, Terra. Aroma rising, filling the room. Turning dinners a joy to consume. Terra, ooh, Terra.
Terra Q or Rap Joy. Unleash taste.
1x Cup is here. Grassroots football, real passion. Join us and get prizes. Final match October 31st at Kappa Oshodi Stadium, Lagos. Visit 1xcup.ng. Your community, your cup. 18+. Bet responsibly.
What time is it? Snack time. What time is it? Plasma time. What time is it? Snack time. What time is it? Plasma time. Crush goodness, here we go. Go, go, go. Take a bite and feel the flow. Clap your hands now. Clap, clap. Stomp your feet now. Stomp, stomp. Take a bite, feel the rhyme. Sing it loud, it's plasma time. Take a bite, make a move. Plasma helps me go, go, go. Goodness in every bite. Feel the energy flow, flow, flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this not the sound of ownership. Now your time to shine. City Care there for you.
Oh yeah.
Five.
Where did you buy it?
City Care.
Easy. Yes, easy.
First. Yeah.
Where did you buy it? City Girl. Easy. Yes. Easy. Hey, small, small. I dey ball with City Girl. Buy wetin I want. No stress. I know they fear. TV, fridge, or even phone. City Girl, they there.
Download CDK now on iOS and Google Play Store and buy cars, electronics, gadgets, and many more, and pay small at zero interest at the normal market price. And you can also visit our website at cdcare.app. We deliver nationwide.
CDK, making life easier.
Dropping a cue, let the flavors flow. Watch every meal, steal the show. Terra, ooh, Terra. Aroma rising, filling the room. Turning dinners a joy to consume. Terra, ooh, Terra.
Terra Q or Rap Joy. Unleash taste.
Upgrade your sound with Sᴘᴏʀᴛs Gear Grab sale. Enjoy up to 10% off individual items and 43% off bundle deals. Perfect for musicians, churches, studios, and event professionals. Shop at www.sᴘgearonline.com or Sᴘᴏ stores in Lagos and Abuja. Hurry while stocks last. Sᴘᴏ, your trusted partner for professional, audiovisual, and lighting gear.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom are about to cut the cake.
It's about to go down.
Wait!
My love, wetin happen?
Before I marry you, the TV where you promise, the fridge nko, where e dey? Washing machine nko, will I be using my hands to wash clothes in 2026?
Cancel this wedding. Relax, everybody. Who said I must buy everything once? I use CDK. CDK? Yes, so I dey pay small. Fridge, washing machine, even solar system. Na CDK.
So all those things don't already dey house?
Abba, since last month.
Pastor, continue the wedding.
Walk on down, join together. Why stress yourself? Get phones, TVs, solar appliances, furniture, and more on CDK. Pay small. Zero interest, normal market price. Download CDK today. Telephone 0707 454 3005.
CDK, pay small, live big.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Oh, yes! He done it! That's astonishing. It's absolutely world class.
This is not your regular sports show. This is Sport Cruise, only on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. From hot transfer gist to Champions League drama, from Niger football madness to global sport cruise, we bring the vibes, the analysis, and pure football fire.
On your marks, get set.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
No long talk. This is where sports meets swagger. No boring breakdowns, just pure energy, passion, and premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sports meets vibe.
That is a princely strike from John Duran.
Hello, my name is Cʀᴜɪ紛 I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
Sport Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
The remix, believe it or not. The remix, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is how it should be done. Cause this style is identical to none. How can I make you dance? Come on, that's what you came here for, right?
Gbọ́dọ̀ jábọ́ mo wá dúpẹ́ oore àná bàbá mo dúpẹ́ o mo wá dúpẹ́ oore ní bàbá mo dúpẹ́ o mo tún dúpẹ́ oore ọ̀la o bàbá mo dúpẹ́ 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 bí mo bá jí lówùúrọ̀ kùtùkùtù máa dorí mi mú.
All right, guys, and welcome back to the show. Moshoriri by Paul played Dairo on that particular. Don't forget, as of course, according to our tradition here on 98.3 FM, the Sound of Lagos, every Thursday, we take you guys back to the old school. I play songs from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, as well as early 2000s. And for those who don't understand the meaning of Paul played the song Moshore means we are now successful. We give thanks to God, and we are now finally also giving thanks to God for Ibrahim Gusso resigning as.
Tommy, I didn't see that coming.
We give thanks to God for Ibrahim Gusso deciding to resign as the
you know the pro Gusso side of the press will be happy with you.
I knew you guys were not going to be thinking of that. We thank God, and Ibrahim Gusso has now said, he decided to step aside to give other Nigerians the opportunity to contribute to the development of football in the country. He made the announcement during a press conference at the Glass House in Abuja earlier today, and of course, when he was addressing the press, he said he wanted to just give other Nigerians the opportunity to just contribute to the development of football in the country, and he maintained that even despite the failure of the federation's men and women's team to qualify for the World Cups, he was leaving the NFF in a better position than he found it. Gusso also disclosed that he had advised members of his board to resign, but said he was not aware of any board member who had so far stepped down. So, and he also said he will continue to contribute to the development of football in Nigeria, and has pledged to make his experience and connections within African football available whenever the country needs him. Ayok, let me start from you very quickly. Your reactions are from Ibrahim Gusso deciding to resign from his position as NFF president. Very quickly, your takes on that.
I'll have to applaud him for taking that bold decision. It's introspective reasoning, actually. Whoever advised him well. Yeah. It's all for the greater good of Nigerian football. If you claim to actually love Nigerian football, I used to say the best thing to do was making this decision and taking the step to actually resign. But because we know it wasn't going to end well if you continue, and it's not going well for you right now. Yeah. And I think you'll be regarded more right now than if you are choosing to go for a second term.
As a president.
But the bigger question is not about Gusso stepping down. Where do we go from here? That's the bigger question for me.
Thank you so much. And this also leads me to the conversation or the question I want to ask Operemi Akande as well. Earlier in the day, the General Secretary of the NFF as well, Dr. Sanusi, right? Dr. Sanusi decided to resign. He decided to resign from his role as a General Secretary, and obviously, whenever the president resigns, it is expected that the Vice President, right, gets to step up. One of the Vice Presidents of the NFF definitely is Bengalekbele, the chairman of the NPF. We also have other Vice Presidents as well in the Southwest, Southeast, and all of that. But Okwemi, what next for the NFF? Who should take the reins of the NFF, of the Nigeria Football Federation?
Nothing is next for the NFF. The most important thing is that nobody should gaslight us. As somebody was saying it earlier today, that you guys have succeeded in pushing Gusso out. What do you want to do next? And I'll continue to say it. We'll try something else.
Yes.
Do you understand? If it does not work, we'll send those ones away again. I think the message is clear, and this is as good as it can get. Maybe better from here. That people need to understand that anyone that is kept in public trust, whether as a national chairman of any party, or as a leadership of a party, or as a politician, as long as you are holding your post in public trust, excuse me, we will hold you to account.
Yes, sir.
If you don't behave, we'll send you out.
You need to be scrutinized.
See, I've said it. A lot of people didn't like how hard I came for the Gusso thing. I mean, it's because I'm trying to understand with the potentials that we have, the second largest footballing export in the entire world, with the quality of what we are, with the level at which our players are playing at top flight football. How do we miss back-to-back World Cup? And for the very first time in 38 years, since the inception of the Women's World Cup, the Super Falcons have been ever present. And for the very first time in 38 years, we could not go, despite the fact that we had the easiest route. We didn't need to go play playoffs, just make it into the top 4. Do you understand? Of the Women African Cup of Nations, we are going. We still did not go through. We still had another opportunity. Just beat Bayana and say we have a chance at the continental space. We still failed it. We still flopped our line. We failed to beat South Africa. And so I'm trying to understand. If under 17 we didn't qualify for under 17 AFCON, that will have also served as the qualification for the under 17 World Cup, under 20, the futsal national team, the big soccer, the under 20 for Falconet, the under 23. Look at what we did at even what's it called now? and the WAFU competition, even in the WAFU B, just zonal qualification tournament. Burkina Faso beat us 2 times in the same tournament. In the space of 1 week, they thrashed us twice. So I'm asking, what exactly does Guso want to lay his hand up and say, these were the success stories that I left, that I have when I got to the team? We are talking about stability in the club. Which stability? That you have clubs that don't have stadiums, that you have clubs where some of their players don't even have a legitimate contract. Which stability are you talking about here? Which stability are you talking about here? How much are the sponsors giving to how much does the title sponsor for winning the Nigerian Premier League? How much do you get? 100 million. How much is 100 million? Do you know what you need to persecute a single match day in Nigerian League? If you are playing away from home, for instance, maybe you are what's the name now? Let me see. I'm trying to look at for one of the Lagos-based clubs now. Sporting Lagos, for instance, and you want to go and play Academy Warriors in Maiduguri, and you don't want to go by road because of the security situation we have. You want to fly. Do you know how much it take you to fly your entire team and plus coaches plus crew from everybody? Yeah. To persecute a single match day in Nigeria away from home, you cannot spend anything less than 20-30 million.
I agree with you.
Hotels, feeding, security, everything you'd have to spend. So what exactly do you get for 200 million as winning the league? When you play the entire league away, home, all of the logistics.
It's very close to like 500 million thereabout.
500 million? That's spending almost 1 billion in a season. That's how I always tell people. The Nigerian Professional Football League, unfortunately, is not marketable. As an investor, as much as I'm passionate about the Nigerian League, as much as I've spent the last 13, 14, 15 years covering the Nigerian League, traveling around this country, visiting stadiums around this country, if I have money, I cannot invest my money in the Nigerian Premier Football League.
Yes, because you marketable. You have to think about return on investment.
That is why majority of the people running the club are state-owned.
Yep.
Do you understand?
Yep.
This is the very first time we're going to have 4 privately owned teams. And I want to see where they will end the season. Look at Remo Stars. Remo Stars won the league the season before the last. Where are they now? Where are they now?
So, talking about Ibrahim Gusau as well as Ayok, he has made history by becoming the first ever NFF president to resign from his what's it called role as NFF president, and just what he mentioned.
See, that resignation, I'm not even happy. The thing should not end in that resignation. You see that 16 billion?
Yes.
That presidential fund that they released to them to persecute the World Cup, qualifying and the World Cup. You see, I'm sure that the resignation did not come from Ibrahim Gusau, somebody that was already campaigning. Even after we failed to qualify for the World Cup, he was still campaigning. Yes. So I'm sure somebody told him and said, you have to choose between the devil and the deep blue sea. If you continue with this election, you will probably become the first NFL president to be arrested. Why? ICPC have already invited them now. So they don't have immunity because they're not state governors.
So Okwemi, let's take a look at what he mentioned. He said that despite the failure of the Nigeria Super Eagles and Super Falcons are failing to qualify for the both edition of the World Cup, FIFA 2026 World Cup and FIFA Women's 2026 World Cup. As a matter of fact, the very, very first edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup that held in China, that was in 1991. That was when the Super Falcons made it, and ever since then we've made every edition of the right. So he mentioned that he was leaving the NFF better than the way he met it. But let's also take a look at the recent lows of Nigeria. Anything that has to do with the Nigerian football teams. We recall as well that he was elected back in September 2022, and under him, well, it wasn't under him really, right? It wasn't under him because it was under the administration of Ahmad Pinnick that the Super Eagles failed to qualify for the 2022 World Cup. Yes. But under him, the under 17, that's the Golden Eaglets, failed to qualify for the AFCON and also the World Cup. 2023 as well, under him, the under 23 AFCON, that's the under 23 guys, the what's it called now, Dream Team, yes, failed to make it to the AFCON, right? 2024, we also failed to make it to the 2024 Olympics. That's the Dream Team as well. 2024, the full South team as well failed to make it to the AFCON, and also in the process failed to make it to the World Cup. You can begin to name all of the lows of Emi as well as Ayok. Name all of the disappointments at this point in time. But in terms of the NFF, where we find ourselves right now, does the future look bleak? Does the future look bright in terms of who we can vote in to come and man the Nigeria Football Federation?
I think for now, and I'm going to be very intentional about this, I think we should just relax first. Since we didn't qualify for the Women's World Cup, the African Cup of Nations qualifiers begins in, I think,
in a couple of months.
In a couple of months.
Yeah,
so
that's the next international window.
And we don't even need any administrator to organize things for us. They would always find a way. Yes, we have. Since they've been organizing, what have we gotten? We have a national team already. We have a coach, and I'm sure that the National Sports Council, the National Sports Commission, can handle any of those administrative responsibilities in terms of sending invitation letter to the players and all of that. So I don't even think we need to be in a hurry, to set things up. But of course, we cannot live in vacuum. Election is supposed to be next month, which is September, and that's a few weeks away from here. And I'm sure that a lot of people would also come and listen. I'm sure again that this resignation may have coming from order from above, maybe the presidency, but because of the status of FIFA, you cannot get involved. You cannot. The government cannot get involved in the administration. So it's very funny.
Yes.
I can fund the NFF, right? But I cannot
get involved in there at all.
Which administration is higher than funding the same thing? Do you understand? But again, I understand where FIFA is coming from. I'm sure there are a lot of people that would come out now that would probably want to contest for the post of the NFF. I can't.
Because we still don't even know if the elections will be taking place in September.
It can't. I aware that there's going to be a normalization committee set up, to administer, football administration in Nigeria for the time being. See, the truth is this: the contest of the leadership of the NFF is just because we've legalized illegality. We've gotten used to things being done shabbily, and then we're expecting a different result. I think for now, we should open up on how the election is being done. There's so much power with the state chairman, 36 state chairman. Of course, they have so much power, and because these people are in a WhatsApp group, you can just text and say, "Oga, this candidate have done 500 million for all the state chairmen to share." You understand where that is going to? And the 71 people are voting in that election. The moment you secure 36,
you're done.
You're done. Do you understand? You're done. You just look at some of the ex-officials, at some of the members of the Nigerian Referee Association, NRA, at the former players, ex-international. Everybody have a representative on there. The media. And before you know what's happening, you get 50 votes out of 71 or 72, and then you're home and dry.
Even Sᴘᴏʀᴛ, I said Sᴘᴏʀᴛ, even Ibrahim Gusau only got 21 votes.
He got, of course now. He got, so it's not something we should rush into. And let's scrutinize the quality of what we have. We've seen different names. Sᴘᴏ Akinwumi has been there like forever. Aḻε Jábṣo has been there. Olopade has been there. Yusuf Fresh has been there. The same set of names, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. 26. You understand? Nothing has changed. So when you continue to recycle the same set of people, it will be foolish of you to expect a different result when you keep doing the same thing over and over again. So let us not rush. Nobody they pursue us. Relax. Let's relax.
Let me ask you a question. Is it high time we went back to our vomit? And when I mean vomit, I'm talking about Ahmad opinion. No.
If you have shame, and they tell him to come back, you should reject it.
Please.
Even that normalization,
but it is possible is involved in normalization committee.
One of the reasons why we had Gusau as NFF chairman
was
because of Ahmad.
Of course.
And we can't go back to Pinnick.
What are we going to do?
There are fresher ideas. There are people out there that have seen it all. Football administration is not by popularity.
No. It's not even by age.
It's not by age.
It's not by popularity. It's not even by age. Like
look at where Rangers is right now. How old is the manager?
Yeah,
he's still playing.
He still plays them.
Yes,
he's even a lawyer.
Exactly. So no. Let's not go back to our vomit. We have a seasoned administration in Michael Enemelo who has seen Chelsea and Monaco through difficult times and all that. Like these are people we can inject into the system.
Don't you think it will be very, very difficult to bring that kind of person in a functioning system to a malfunctioning system as well?
But I agree. But Michael Enemelo comes from a footballer's point of view, an ex-international point of view, to an administrator point of view, then working with players abroad and all that. So you like.
But we've seen players like Kanu Akwo. We've also seen JJ Okocha being in the administration and they failed.
Kanu and Okocha were just ex-internationals.
But they went into administration. No, but they went into administration at the point.
That is where
JJ Okocha was Delta FA chairman, president,
and he admitted that he failed.
Yes, and even in Nwako cannot even be regarded as a success at Enyimba.
No. He can't be that kind of project.
The fact that you play football does not mean you be a great administrator now.
But again, you saw what Emenalo. Yes, his case. He evolved from an ex-international. He understood administration. He stayed at Chelsea for the longest.
See, success
went to Monaco and did like a very wonderful job.
The transition of Chelsea
is different.
Their most successful period, was when Emenalo was there. A lot of people didn't know him until he left, and then they started going through his profile. But there's something very significant that you said, Agbatomi, that can he function
in a malfunctioning system?
In a faulty system. I don't want to say our system is malfunctioning. I want to think it's faulty. that's the more I don't know. But I want to think it's faulty. So that is what change does. You come into the system, you may try to initiate changes and rebranding, and then you can get overwhelmed and even resign. But you have set the template. You've shown that, listen, with the right people, with the right mindset, we can actually get things done. Anybody apart from the circle of what we have now, anybody without the influence of the set of people that we have now is good enough for me. As long as even coming in, even the technical director should go. There's nothing else that Austin is good.
That's what I was good. But it's just like it feels safe for us. When we sack a manager, he steps in.
So don't let me say the wrong thing. I almost wanted to say to not be better for anybody that said, but I thank God I did not complete it. Because
you almost completed.
You do Guardiola should go to, yes. I don't see any reason why.
In Nigeria, Guardiola.
Guys, if as a technical director, the 2 times you were to step in, you failed to qualify for the World Cup. So I'm trying
what
to
are you directing technically?
That means there's nothing in your brain technically. You're not technically.
You are technically inept.
So if you as a technical director that supervises appointment of national team managers and that set up the whole structure for the national team as a technical advisor, a technical director, and then the moment you got the opportunity to stand in just for qualifying us for the World Cup, you flopped your lines. You failed on both times. So it's not just Amaju, it's not just Guso alone that should leave. By now, Stephen Cage, what's his name? Austin has been there for more than 40 years. As a player, as a captain, as a coach, as a technical.
He's been in around the footballing system.
Don't people get tired of doing the same thing over and over again? Go and rest. Let us have fresh ideas. We've seen a lot of administrators now administering football, club football in Nigeria. Bring these guys together. Let us have innovation. Let us have new stuff. Let us have new ideas. Let us have bright minds. Because there's no way that you want to tell me that there's a justification for bringing the coach of the Super Falcons or the former coach of the Super Falcons to that place. The man relegated Adamawa United 2 times. Relegated Taraba United once. Relegated NNL side to NLO. Imagine relegating NNL side to NLO. And then we felt that is the man that should undo the biggest women's national team in Africa. 10 times national continental winners. Do you understand? And if you see, I was looking at one of the profile that Ayok's friend, one of the guys that is campaigning for Guso said that one of his high moments was winning the last Women African Cup of Nations by coming from 2 goals. I said, listen, the only reason why we won that WAFCON was because of individual brilliance. It was never because of the mastery of the manager. There's a reason why CAF did not give him coach of the year. Because they know that technically it is empty. They gave it to the Moroccan coach. That's why there's nothing up your head. You just won because you had the superstars. You had the Rashida Tajibade. You had the Risola.
You don't even
That's why you won it.
Let's even agree there's nothing in your head. But have that charisma, have that bravado.
You see red man looks like he would dress like a C쪼ᴜᴜ and do green and yellow like.
Okay, we have to move on, guys. But you can also join the conversations around 36,410. Your impression on the NFF president Ibrahim Gusau deciding to resign. All right, let's also leave that and talk about the Falconets. The under 20 side, just as they are preparing for the 2026 FIFA under 20 Women's World Cup, and they are due to face off against Spain on Monday, September 7th, just before facing China as well as New Caledonia. And even before then, they have have 2 friendly games. They will be testing themselves against host nation Poland in a friendly at the Municipal Stadium, while they would also be facing Korea Republic in the final pre-tournament friendly at the Reims Sport and Sport Football Stadium. That'll be next Tuesday.
Unfortunately, the captain and one of the team members will not be going with them. In fact, they've been replaced already, and I feel really bad for them. I think it's just about where we are as a nation. Ordinarily, tell me why you will give some people, you not give some people visa. Tell me why you should even deny or reject anybody. You are going for a tournament. You're supposed to have a cover letter,
and it's not for everybody. It's not an individual application.
Yes, it is. It's a team
application. A group application. Yes. So why did they remove some people? You dropped the captain of the side. You dropped the captain, the leader of the side.
Well, the captain is 𝐴ᴏᴜᴜ, and also defender Faridat Abdul Wahab, and they've been replaced by Vivian Kachi and Alaba Olabi.
So and those people that they got replaced, they gave them visa.
They gave them visas.
Crazy, man.
Because I'm trying to understand. First off, is a developmental competition. So what would expect that they are young girls under 20, according to what it is, right? Under 20. So ideally, they're supposed to just get up there, get the experience, and then you bring them back. So I don't understand why you gave some people, the people you used to replace those two, you gave them visas. So this is where the strength of the football federation comes in. They're supposed to question that, why did you deny these people the opportunity to be on this team? It's not like you denied everybody. You singled out certain individuals. Whatever the way, maybe they went to run their background check. You know, these days if you're applying at the embassy and they tell you to include your social media handles. Maybe they went to run some of those things. But I mean, you know how damaging this can be for the psychic of these people. They have trained, they have qualified. The captain of the side. I really feel for them.
Well, let's also move on and then talk about the US Open, tennis, because Carlos Alcaraz is set to begin his US Open title defense against Russia's Roman Safulin in his first serious examination of his fitness following a long-term wrist injury. And despite his long absence, Carlos Alcaraz is still seated second at Flushing Meadows, just behind Germany's Alexander Zverev, will be facing Italy's Lorenzo Sonego in his opening match. And for Novak Djokovic as well, his latest quest for his standalone record 25th Grand Slam title, will be starting against Argentina's Mariano Navon. Okwemi, as well as Ayok. Unfortunately, there's not going to be world number one. Talking about Jannik Sinner, but then of course we have the defending champion Carlos Alcaraz back. There's also a certain Novak Djokovic in the mix who is still looking for that standalone 25th Grand Slam title. What exactly is the favorite for this time around, Okwemi?
Are you joking right now? I think both of them will still share it this season. I remember that Carlos Alcaraz couldn't make it to Roland Garros because of his long-standing injury. In fact, he had to sacrifice that tournament just to keep to be fit for the US Open. Obviously, the US Open is the biggest of all the Grand Slams.
Yeah,
no disrespect to Australia, no disrespect to
Wimbledon.
So I think the buzz around Wimbledon
Roland Garros.
Wait, guys. So I think the buzz around Wimbledon is because that's the curtain raiser. That's the first Grand Slam.
No. Australian Open.
Australian Open is the first one. So
the second one is Roland Garros. Then the third is Wimbledon.
Roland Garros is clean now.
That's why that's the exciting for me, the most exciting Grand Slam. Or maybe Wimbledon because of the all white.
Let me try to explain this. Yeah, the curtain raiser is the French Open. Clay.
No. Australia Open.
Sorry, the curtain raiser. You go to Australia, it's basically everyone
in
is
Melbourne.
Prepared. Like you had your
first Grand Slam
tournament and all that, your first ground of the season and all that. So then, basically, for me, I think Wimbledon is the biggest. All white.
At the All England Club?
No, is it about the all whites?
It is part of the history.
It's about the all whites.
It's part of the history.
I don't think
it has a long-standing history, and like the winners at Wimbledon will also tell you that the atmosphere is always different when you play at center court, especially in the final.
Why is tennis more popular? Australia,
it depends.
France, UK, or US?
It depends.
It depends.
I think US.
It's US, my friend. It's US.
I think it's US.
That's where the publicity is. That's where the attention is. That's where the big boys attend when you see them at the center court. That's where the big boys are.
So in terms of popularity, it is US.
It's US.
That is why Flushing Meadows and the US Open is like the fun Open.
Yeah,
it's like
that's the thing. That's the fun. That's where the raspatas. That's why you see those celebrities.
But in terms of reputation, I think the Wimbledon is.
I mean, playing in New York.
So what would I rather have? Popularity, acceptance, accessibility, because the all whites has so many rules around.
Yeah, so many rules. Even the women during that time of the month.
That's what I'm saying. It's now that they just want to excuse the ladies that when you are, on the floor,
some
you can change you can change the color of your so there's so many rules around it. But when you come to the United States, it's a fun time.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of people are coming in, tourists from every part of the
everywhere.
world.
They wear designers to play.
You can enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Osaka can come in our colors, Serena Williams coming in their energy, in the aura, in the beauty of it. And there's been a lot of consistency around the winner also on that line. For me, I mean, people have got the rights, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody had argued that there's no
so,
way.
Okwemi, your top 4 rankings, your first 4 rankings in terms of US or in terms of the Grand Slams.
Wimbledon is the least. Australia Open is the least because that's what they used to open in Cotton. That's what they used to open in
At Melbourne.
I think Roland, the French Open is tough because it's clean.
Yeah.
And then it requires some form of energy. Brutality, and that's why you've seen the likes of Rafael Nadal thrive in that place, and you also see Carlos Alcaraz also going towards that. So you need to get up there. You will dirty your sneaks, dirty your clothes. I think that's number 2.
Okay, so there's 4 and 2. So Wimbledon and US
Wimbledon takes number 3.
Number 3. So that means US Open.
I will still rate Roland Garros, obviously, because Rafael Nadal is my greatest tennis player of all time, and because he's dominated that phase, I would definitely rate him up. But there's nothing that comes close to the US Open. There's a reason why they took US Open to be the last Grand Slam. There's a reason they put I think there's a reason they took US Open. That's supposed to be.
Yeah, please. What about you?
To close the stage.
Yeah, that's true. What about you? Yes, you're
so the Australia Open. I agree with you.
Number 4.
Yeah, because it's a cutting razor and all that.
Even the Australian Grand Prix is the number 1.
It's fair.
On my rating is the least popular.
What about Monaco? Monaco is not fun.
No, Monaco
is not fun.
That's the only Grand Prix people want to go to apart from Silverstone.
No. I want to go to Monaco for other reasons.
See, when you are ranking F1 circuit, you don't rank
Monaco. No,
Monaco is the cradle.
Others are Monaco.
You say Monaco circuit and others.
Yes, exactly.
Do you know that I watched a Grand Prix at Monaco and that year? Mazepin was racing, and he was on high speed, and the team principal was press F1 on your steering and all that. He was like, I can't find that. This is Monaco, man. I can't even find it. This is Monaco.
So quickly,
Australia.
Yeah, Australia number 4.
Yeah, Roland Garros number 3. Roland Garros number 3.
That's the
French US Open.
See, don't let banter deny you of opportunity.
Number 2, US Open number 2.
So Wimbledon is number 1.
Because let me say what he said. Let me say what he said.
Yes.
Because I rate Wimbledon highly because Roger Federer is my goat. He dominated it.
All right, 0136400. Yes, tell us your number 1 to 4 ranking when it comes to the Grand Slams. 0136410. But before we do, I think we have a lot of calls coming in now. Yes, good afternoon. You're welcome to your good evening.
Hello,
good evening. Good evening. You're welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now I coach the DB capsule. Go away for it is for me. I would rate US Open number 1, the French Open number 2. Then I think Australia Open comes last. Wimbledon should be number 3. Those are my top 4.
Thank you so much. Let's speak some more calls.
That's for me. That's my point.
That's it.
1.
Thank you. Let's speak some calls. Hello, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is 𝐴ᴏ. I can greet you.
Hey, Baba. Baba, how you doing now?
Ogun ti ṣe. Ogun ṣe sanadi. Follow them go.
Who?
Ogun ẹ̀fọn àti wetin dem dey call am.
No, all the one day active.
We will start the campaign for his removal. He's the one we are doing. He will go.
You will go.
Thank you. Let's read some more calls. 36,000 410. Yes, good evening. Welcome to the show. Okay, I think we missed that. You could also get to send us your messages as well via WhatsApp 36,000 430. Good evening. Welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Oh, we are struggling to hear you.
I want to ask time that
Chelsea will play what? Champions League?
No. I mean, today,
Don't worry, we'll confirm that. We'll confirm that for you. Thank you. Let's read just one call before we go to the UEFA Champions League. Good evening, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel from France.
You're welcome.
So finally, Euro country has finally fought.
That's falling.
That three that have refused to fall for how many years now?
We don't put them.
Yes,
has finally fought.
Don't follow.
I'm very happy. I beg of better that Champions League draw.
Yes, we are going there now.
Are you a Chelsea? What's your business with Champions League draw? Are you a Chelsea fan?
All right, guys, let's just quickly move over into the UEFA Champions League segment of the show.
Hello, my name is Sᴘᴏʀᴛ I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
All right, 51 minutes gone past 6 p.m. We are now into the final stretch of the show. Well, a quick disclaimer for Chelsea fans, and I think I'll just leave Okwemi to do the honors of doing that. Okwemi, over to you very quickly, please.
No, so we have to separate the men from the boys. You know, this is where real football starts. And so this is not mediocrity anymore. This is not when you play once in 24 days like Manchester United did last season. So we're discussing Champions League now. We're discussing the draws for the UEFA Champions League. Teams that finish in the top 4 and the top 6 are the only ones there, not the ones that finish in 10th position, not the ones that have old glory. So Chelsea fans, we want to excuse you for the next 7 minutes. Please tune off. Or you reduce the volume of this show for the next 7 minutes. So let's discuss. Discuss Champions League.
So what Okwemi is trying to say basically is, wherever you're listening to us from as a Chelsea fan, be it on Radio Garden, on Facebook, or via your radio,
we excuse you.
You can turn it off now. Go, like,
no, don't turn it off. Just reduce the
volume.
Just reduce it to us in the background.
You don't want to be loud now.
That phone is ringing.
Yeah, it is ringing.
Me, I'm taking public transport home.
You know,
conductors don't go get joy.
No, this show is recorded. It's not like.
I'm not even. If anybody's watching us or listening right now, we're in Enugu. We're not in Lagos. We're broadcasting for the Enugu. We're not in Lagos.
All right, guys. It's going to be a reunion on the cards are for Rodri as well as Manchester City because there's going to be a clash between Barcelona as well as Manchester City at the Camp Nou, and we also have a couple of really interesting fixtures for Pot 1. The defending champions PSG are set to face off against Barcelona at home. They would also be playing against Manchester City, Roma, Aston Villa, Galatasaray, Villarreal, Slavan Bratislava, as well as Como 1907. Bayern Munich will be facing off against Arsenal in the first game of the season. It's going to be at home.
Revenge.
Yes, at the Allianz Arena. They will also be facing off against Atletico Madrid, Real Betis, Manchester United, Bodo Glimt, Lille, Slavia Prague, as well as the Vikings. And for Real Madrid, will be facing off against Inter Milan, Arsenal, and that will be at the Emirates Stadium. They will also be playing against PSV, Roma, Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, LASK, as well as AEK Athens. For Liverpool, they will be welcoming Atletico Madrid to their first game of the season at Anfield. They will be traveling away to play against Inter Milan. They play against Porto, Club Brugge, Villarreal, Fenerbahce, Lens, as well as Lask. For Inter Milan, they play Liverpool, Real Madrid, Club Brugge, Borussia Dortmund, Shakhtar Donetsk, Feyenoord, Stuttgart, as well as Slavan Bratislava. For Manchester City, PSG, Barcelona, Sporting CP, Porto, Napoli, Leipzig, AEK, Athens, and Lens. For Arsenal, the finalists of last year, they will be playing Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Real Betis, Lille, Napoli. They are also going to be playing against Sabah as well as Slavia Prague. For Barcelona, they face Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, the defending champions, Aston Villa, Sporting CP, Feyenoord, Galatasaray, Como 1907, as well as Sabah and Atletico Madrid. They play Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Manchester United, PSV, Fenerbahce, Bodo Glimt, Viking, and Stuttgart. For the pot 3 teams, I think the selection, I think we just move away from that and then go to the pot 2 teams. Manchester United are in pot 2. They'll be facing Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Roma, Sporting CP, Leipzig, Villarreal, Sabah, and as well as Como 1907.
Chelsea's draw is out.
Yeah, Chelsea will be playing against Remo Stars. They'll be playing against Rivers United.
Okay, so Chelsea they've been grouped with Ashanti Kotoko, Eyimba, Accra Heart of Oaks, JJT United, and Belém Muni United as well. I think they have home fixtures against Medina FC, Ikorodu FC, TP Mazembe. They are playing against Ikorodu FC, TP Mazembe, and of course they are playing Gentena of Sudan. So that's the Chelsea are in pot of soup, pot 5. Chelsea are in different pot. In the morning they were in Port Novo. In the afternoon they got into pot of soup.
You don't pick another call, please. Bro, Okwemi is whining tonight. Let's make some calls. 036,000 036,000 410. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, this is Michael.
Michael, welcome.
Okay. If you allow Okpe to carry you enter problems, if Chelsea fans hold you for outside, you hear that, I tell you. If you allow Okpe know how to navigate and you know how to dodge. I'm telling you this certificate.
No, I'll follow you.
I don't know. That's the reason why you should not pick any coin. Don't allow Okpe to put you in serious trouble.
Thank you.
I don't know how you do this thing. Last week we are campaigning against these people. And here is coming reality. I'm the happiest person. We don't want to see them. Let them just go and let's have the fresh people. And let's see how our football can go far.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's make some more calls around 36,000 410. Yes, good evening and welcome to the show.
Hello, Agatoni.
Bye-bye, you day.
Planning tobacco. Despite the warning from AY, you pick. Okpe no come for studio.
They wait for her downstairs.
I know where studio is now. You go see me for downstairs.
I didn't go at the moment. I don't get this.
It is we are enjoying you guys.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's also try to our sports to just take a look at all of these big, really big fixtures. What is the maybe keynote fixture here? The biggest fixture so far.
The Barcelona group. And there's a lot of connections here and there. Mr. is playing against a club he played for and a club he's coached before, won the Champions League with them. Fabregas is going back to the Camp Nou against Barcelona, and again Ferran Torres just left Barcelona to PSG. All that, it will be an interesting thing to see. Manchester United didn't have it that bad. I was thinking they would be like clogged in the middle of.
They know that they will not last, so they just made their choice.
Manchester United don't have it that bad actually, all that. But it's good to see clubs like Roma come back to the Champions League. And all that. It's exciting times for them. The Olympico hosting Champions League again, games again, and all that. So generally, we'll get to talk about that when we come back on Monday.
All right, so let's just speak maybe a couple of calls before we leave the studio. Yes, good evening. Welcome to the show. Good evening. Quickly, please.
Okay. This is Emeka from Ikotu.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy that they have all these NFF presidents. They have all retired. So happy because they are the ones that put us back in this problem we are in Nigeria football. And also, please also ask this Emiliano Martinez. Is he fully signed?
He's almost done. He's almost done. He's almost done.
Oh, thank God. That means Okpe will not make jest of us in the Champions League again.
But it's not going to be playing in Champions League.
We win the league and we take us to the Champions League.
Who want to win the league?
Just win the league, like just win the league.
Thank you.
Local government cup.
If here now, if here in this Premier League.
Thank you so much. We have to leave now. Our apologies. We can't pick any more calls. We are very, very sorry. But you can also join Game Changer tomorrow.
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. is the Yoruba edition of Sports Cruise. Of course, 2 hours, one more additional hour for you to also contribute to your quota on the show. But we will be seeing you guys next week, Monday, of course, from 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. And we'll be back with bigger and better stories for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. See you guys next week.
What we gonna do right here is go back.